Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us today, Thursday, June 24, for our episode 3, episode 10 in season 3, and we are talking about Korean themed franchises. And my guests for this afternoon are Miss Andrea Munsayak. Good afternoon, Andrea.
Hi,
Welcome.
Arvin.
Welcome to the Franchise Hour. She is the president of Gorae Hotdog Philippines. And I'm welcoming also Miss Lilay Garcia. She's the owner of Your Korea Bubble Tea and Chicken. Welcome to the show, ladies. Um, my first question to you is how both of you in the food business, what have you actually done before you opened your business? What did you do, Andrea, before you started business in general?
Well, I started with the trading business actually, from various items, from distribution of luxury items to cosmetics down to gummy candies. And then after that, as you know, I ventured into the beauty industry, started the Powder Room Beauty Lounge, and created the franchising business out of it as well. But as the pandemic started, of course, we had to stop and take a break, and then concentrating now on Gorae Hotdog.
So I start. About me, I started as a clothing line owner, but then I noticed that e-commerce were booming that time. So uh, people were starting to order clothes online. So my business became in the lowest stage kasi nag-boom na yung Shopee, yung Lazada. So, instead of ordering or going into the boutiques, they prefer ordering online na lang. And then I started to venture out in food business, which is Burger Mania, which specialized in gourmet burgers.
Okay, and what brought you actually to the idea to get something what has a Korean touch, Delight?
So after I established Burger Mania, way back 2018, I noticed that everything Korean became popular here in the Philippines. So, na-realize ko, why not have a Korean business?
So that gave you the idea. Also, milk tea was very popular then, diba? So you started with a milk tea, or you started with a chicken, or combination of both already when you started.
So first, I started with Korean Yangnyum and after that, I eventually added up milk tea, which is napapansin ko na booming that time. But nilagay ko siya sa, I added up to my business with a different food.
Okay, how was your initial stage? Uh, how long did it take you to set up the whole business, your business?
Actually, it took me 2 years to set up the business kasi at first, I didn't really consider franchising. But after I launched it on Facebook, marami nang nagtatanong kung available ba for franchising CEO Korean Bubble Tea and Chicken. And then, after, I think it's because of the branding eh. Kasi we haven't even opened yet. Pero marami nang nagtatanong kung nagpapa-franchise ba kami. And then after that, uh, I considered franchising, but it took me 2 long years because, when you open your business for franchise, you're not just selling your brand, but you're also selling, the franchisee will also buy your responsibility. So I realized that I need franchise consultant who will guide me through this process. And then I found you, Sir RK.
Thank you. When did you actually start, Lilay? When did you open your first outlet? When did you open the first outlet? What
Uh,
year?
we first opened a stall in Molito, Alabang, 2018. Actually, the goal is to trend the Yakult slushies, and then it works. Trending kami sa different blog sites, and then pinupuntahan na kami ng customers sa iba't ibang city. Then dun nag-start sumikat yung Yakult Bubble Tea and Chicken. And then after that,
Uh, well,
decided to put up a restaurant outlet in Lipa City, and that is our main branch.
all right. What about you, Andrea? Same questions to you. What's your Korean connection? How did you come to the idea of engaging yourself in something Korean?
Well, actually, I think it was by fate because we we were just driving by Aguirre, and then I saw Gorae Hotdog, which was owned by the Korean owner here in the Philippines. So I tried it out, and I love everything Korean. I love Korean food. I love Korean fashion. I love Korean, dramas. But so after that, we just tried the product. It was I would really say it was love at first bite because after that, after I tried the first Gorae, I just knew it was the right product for me. It was the right brand, and it was just really good. And I saw the potential of the product. And after that, we just took it from there. So I partnered with a Korean owner here in the Philippines, and then we built it up the concept, and then developed it after I got into franchising with you for Powder Room. I knew there was potential for the brand, so I came rushing to you as usual. So we started the marketing and then developed it again, and you were there for me again, Marky. So that's it.
Always, always there for you, Andrea.
Thank you.
What's actually the meaning of the word Gorae? What's the meaning in English
Okay.
or in Tagalog?
Yeah. Fun fact is actually the meaning of Gorae is whale. So it's in
Okay.
Korean. It means whale because if you see our product, it's actually shaped like a Gorae. It's like to shape a whale. Actually shaped like a whale. So it's big, it's huge, and it has a tail, which is the stick. And if you see our signage, it's the same. It practically looks the same.
Okay. When was that actually? When did you hooked up with the Korean original owner of
Well, what
Gorae?
funny story because we actually met 2019. So I met him 2019, and then we were started talking about partnering and then building up the brand, and basically just partnering and expanding more stores for him and me as well. And then after that, um, I think the pandemic started by March or April, so um, just about just in time we were about to start it already. So we had to, you know, t- uh, hold back and then realign, and then so we had to push back around July 2020. So at the peak of the pandemic, we braved the unknown and went out there and opened our second branch of Gray. So there.
All right, good. It's actually a very good thing to open something during the pandemic because it can get worse,
Yeah.
diba? So it's really the best time to start something when the situation is really bad because it only can get better. It cannot get worse anymore, diba?
I mean, yeah, it's true. Like with the right product and the right strategy, even at the toughest times, there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. I have also a question to Leilani in that matter. How what's the meaning of the yo? Why you call it yo? You're mute, Lelay. You're mute.
Sorry. So in Korea, when you speak Korean, it depends on who you are talking to. So they have standard, informal, and formal words. Like for example, if you will notice, in every Korean word, it ends up with yo. Because yo, when you add it into the word, it will be polite. Like for example, when you say hello, if it's your friend, you just say annyeong. But when it's older than you have to say annyeong haseyo. And then if you want to be very formal, you have to say haseyo. You have to be
Mm.
polite.
So it's similar to our po in Tagalog.
Yeah, po.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this
Mm.
very catchy because it's just
Mm.
when Korean speak, it always ends up with yo.
Mm. Correct. How did you see in the pandemic an opportunity, or did it suck you first down, or explain us a little bit about your pandemic experience?
Actually, I see this pandemic as an opportunity kasi maraming opportunity yung nagbukas ngayong pandemic. Actually, before pandemic, meron na kaming isang challenge na kinaharap which is Taal eruption. So after Taal eruption, nag-pandemic. And then during the pandemic, since our business concept is fried chicken delivery, all for takeout, so nagkaroon kami ng opportunity to reach our customers through delivery, online deliveries.
Excellent. All right. So let's talk now about your franchise opportunity. Both of you are into franchising, and both of you had your franchise done through my company, RK Franchise Consultancy. So let's talk a little bit about your franchise, and we start with Andrea. Andrea, I put your presentation in screen.
Yes.
Please do your presentation.
Okay. I present to you guys Gorae hot dog. So what is a corn dog? Of course, what's the difference with a corn dog and an American corn dog? So Gorae hot dog's main product is actually a Korean hot dog, Korean corn dog. So we market it as corn dog with the letter K. So K standing for Korean. We offer a variety of flavors like cheese, beef flavor, chicken flavor, and we have mochi or rice cake. So these are all served skewered piece by piece or half by half, and then it's then rolled into a special dough, and then rolled again into a breadcrumbs, and then with every bite, it's full of texture, and then um, so wait lang. And then, so with every bite, you get a special feeling or experience. So with that, we use also authentic Korean ingredients, all from Korea, of course, to remain the distinct flavor, texture, and quality of the product. So these are our seven flavors: the jumbo hot dog, the cheddar jumbo, the Gorae, mochi, so where was I? The whole mozzarella. And then so we have a combination of the ramen and potato for coating. So you have a choice if you want if you want to add it on your coating as well. So we also have a takeout box, which is perfect for events and advanced orders. Then, so this is actually the first branch of Gorae in Korea, and this is the other branch of Gorae Hotdog in the Philippines, the first one, which is owned by our Korean partner. Okay, So, and then these are now our some of our branches that are operating now. We have actually 13 operating branches and opening two more by the end of June. So we started franchising around January, I think, or February, around that time, and we're already um, expanding this fast. So we're now 15 technically by the end of the month. 15 branches. So there. Um, okay, so with that, of course, we were able to get hundreds of inquiry nga with if we were open for franchising, and this is what pushed us to open for franchising again. So here we are. So we're now open for franchising. Um, so what else? So what do we provide? Include what's included in a Gorae franchise is a systematic standards, of course, of a franchise system, the use of our trademarks, and of course, the experience and wisdom of our franchisor, which is me, because we've been around a while then with with our case consultancy also. So they will be getting more more of a professional na feedbacks when it comes to dealing with franchising, and then also operation manual on loan, and included na is the training, the initial training, and the selection assistance. So with that, we also help you secure prime locations and establishments. If you want certain malls or areas, we will help you with that. And then there's also the store layout. Of course, we provide the perspectives so we can maintain a quality and standard of the look of the store. And of course, procurement program supplies will also be provided to you, and the opening assistance, because we will assign one one staff, or I can do it sometimes myself if I'm free. I will be there to assist you for 1 week just to make sure that everything else is okay and running smoothly. And then, of course, marketing strategies, we have that as well. And continuous research and development, such as added flavors and added products soon. Okay, this is also our store concept, which I'd like to share to you. So we have three concepts. One is the store, inline store, and then the other one is a kiosk, and then this one is a takeout counter. So we have options for you if you're interested. So there. And then, so if you're interested, just send us a message through this contact details, and then we'll be glad to hear back from you.
All right. You are at the end of your presentation.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Andrea, for your presentation. And so if you're interested, we show this here on screen. If you're interested, you can get in touch with Gorae Hotdog at 0906 375 8888. All right. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Yes,
And,
thank you.
and I'll see you later. Welcoming back, Lilay. Kindly open your presentation as well.
Wait lang, sir.
All right. I add you to the screen. Okay, there you go.
So since, wait, naka-unmute na ba ako, sir?
Yes, you're already on the screen. Yes.
So since this is the first time guesting in Franchise Hour, so I want to introduce my company from the very first story. So we all know that it is very important to know who are the people who will guide you towards the success of your franchise business. So please let me introduce myself. I am Lele Garcia. Hello, everyone. I am the owner and founder of Yo Korean Bubble Tea and Chicken. So I know this is not a Miss Universe pageant, but I believe that the world is changing very fast. Big will not beat small anymore. It will be fast beating the slow. So aside from Yo Korean Bubble Tea and Chicken, I am also the girl behind these brands. So, Burger Mania, a burger restaurant that has an advocacy to raise mental health awareness and erase the stigma in our society the scrumptious way, which specialized in gourmet burgers. Burger Mania to Go, a subsidiary of Burger Mania, which focuses on budget friendly buy one, take one gourmet burgers. So, the Milkshake Lab, which is the first liquid nitrogen milkshakes in cafe in the Philippines, who also the first one to introduce the infamous freak shakes of Australia, and of course, Yo Korean bubble tea and chicken. So all of these brands are multi-awarded by different award-giving bodies here in the Philippines, and this is also the reason why I got featured in different media platforms, mostly because of my brand, but partly because of my advocacy. So I've been featured in My Puhunan, Kami, and different media platforms in the Philippines. So I got also featured in digital solution site, which helps my co-business owners to survive during the pandemic using different marketing strategies. So I am also one of De La Salle University's Human Book. So let's now move on to the making of Yo. So it all started way back 2018 when everything Korean became popular here in the Philippines. So I clearly remember that time when me and my chingu were drinking a yogurt from a Korean grocery store, and I was like, you know what? Everything nowadays is Korean. Korean dramas, Korean pop, Korean food, clothes, even the smallest things like hair clips and scrunchies. If it's Korean, they buy it. But then I also realized that the food that is becoming popular here in the Philippines is not the usual food Koreans would actually eat every day. These food business are literally everywhere, and I know that the competition will be tough. So then I told my friend it, so then I told my friend if I were to have a Korean business, I want it to be different. After that, I asked my Korean friend for help. And then brace yourself because this conversation is in Korean, but don't worry, it will have a subtitle. So I asked him, Oppa, 가장 좋아하는 음식은 무엇입니까? So I asked him, Oppa, what is Korea's most favorite food? And then he defensively told me, 아니, 그게 아닌데요. So no, it's not what you think. So he told me, guess what it is? The most popular food that we eat in Korea, other than kimchi, is fried chicken. Fried chicken is so popular in Korea that every restaurant deliver it 24/7 anywhere you are, maybe it be in the park, in the beach, in the library, anywhere accessible by food. And that's how I knew if I put up a Korean fried chicken restaurant in the Philippines, our target market will not be limited to Korean fanatics only, but also for Filipinos who just simply love fried chicken. So we have one thing in common. It is the love for fried chicken. So since I want it to be authentic but be different at the same time, we decided to add up our favorite Korean drink, which is banana uyu, Yakult slushy, and Melona uyu slushy. So that started our story. So Yo Korean Bubble Tea and Chicken started in December 5, 2018. Uh, as Yo Ice Yogurt Slushy, which specialized in Yangnyeom chicken and Korean slushies at Molito Street Fair in Molito, Alabang. We trended Yakult Slushy, Banana Uyu Slushy, Melona Slushy, and got featured in different blog sites in the Philippines. As the popularity grows, we eventually decided to add products that will cater our customers' cravings for different Korean food. So we got featured in different blog sites here in the Philippines. We trended in Tarasa South, and that was the time people flocked in Molito Street Fair Alabang for us. So our mission is to provide outstanding Korean fast food products and answer fast service that together deliver premium value to our customers. Our vision is to be the best Korean bubble tea and fried chicken fast food restaurant here in the Philippines. So what makes Yo Korean bubble tea different from other milk tea brands? We are proudly the first one to introduce strawless freshly canned milk tea in the Philippines. If not the first, one of the first. We use the smallest pearl in the world. Our famous caviar boba, healthy and made for easier digestion. Kids friendly, not a choking hazard. So, we all know most people die by choking. Actually, I got that from Google. So, I realized that I want a healthier boba that my kids can consume every day. So I decided to have the smallest boba pearl in the world, which I called caviar boba. So this is how small our caviar boba is. So pure milk, not creamer. Actually, this is an open secret naman. So we use pure milk, not creamer. Our soul milk is 100 times better than commercialized and artificial creamers with the right fat content that makes it taste more milkier. So it's milkier, not creamier. So we use healthy sinker options. Actually, other brands chose very simple sinkers, but I choose healthier options, which is aloe vera bits, which is very famous in Korea for healthier skin. So we also use freshly brewed first flush first grade Jeju Island black tea imported from Korea. We actually do not use fructose syrups or any artificial sweetener. We use Korean malt syrup, an all-natural sweetener that most Korean drinks and dishes have. We use honey and real fruits with personal tea bag for our real fruit teas. So this is a healthier bubble tea option for everyone. So our Korean fried chicken is not just fried, but fried to perfection. So Miss Lelay, bakit mo nasabing fried to perfection? Hindi ba pwedeng Korean fried chicken na fried lang? So we use a special breader and apply our own technique to achieve a flaky and crunchy Korean fried chicken. So we also produce our own varieties of sauces freshly made on our own commissary. So that makes the best Korean fried chicken. So you can enjoy your mukbang with the free special mukbang apron. So let me show you. So this is our special mukbang apron that you can wear cutely while eating. So you're safe from mancha. So we are famous for our mukbang boxes. So let me present to you our mukbang box. So this one is our mukbang box. So it's Korean food in one box. So usually, people buy mukbang boxes for this one, the mukbang apron, because it's very cute. You can also take picture with your apron. It's so Instagrammable.
Lilay, can you show again the box?
Okay,
Because
sir.
I had full screen the your presentation.
Okay, okay, sir. So this one is our mukbang box. Oh, wait. So it has cheesy bake, the chicken, cheesy corn chicken. You have the option to choose your side dish, two side dishes, and you have the free nori sheet for the baked rice, which is my option for samgyupsal because people will really uh, confused if they want samgyupsal or chicken. So I want my restaurant to have samgyupsal the easier way. So this one is you don't have to grill samgyupsal anymore. So it's cheesy baked rice in one with samgyupsal and you have to wrap it in nor sheets. So that's our mukbang boxes and you get a free mukbang apron. So it's so cute. Okay, so okay, let me remove this. So and the most important part is we develop relationships that makes a positive difference in our customers' lives. So I noticed after we opened, different K-pop fans wants to celebrate their K-pop idol's birthday on our restaurant. So grabe, sana all 'di ba pinagse-celebrate ng birthday. So even though their idols don't know them, they made sure na masa-celebrate nila yung birthday ng Korean idols nila sa mismong araw ng birthday nila. So, this is K-pop idol group GOT7's fans celebrating one of the members' birthday in our Lipa City branch. So, now, let me proudly present to you Yo Korean Bubble Tea and Chicken franchise. Please watch the video. So moving on, hope you liked our video. So moving on to our franchise packages. So we have a kiosk franchise, Korean bubble tea package, which cost 180,000 for the franchise fee. Initial term is 3 years. Continuation fee will be 6,000 per month. Minimum required space is 16 square meters. So this is advisable for the malls since this is very limited kasi milk tea lang yung pwede sa ganong kaliit na space. And then the inclusions are the standard franchise package inclusions, which is use of trademark, marketing support, store opening assistance, site approval, operations manual on loan research and development, free crew uniform, training for franchisee and staff, and our elite franchises perks and privileges, which I will present to you later. So this is our popular package, the outlet franchise, which costs 275,000, which includes chicken and bubble tea. So they always opt for an outlet franchise kasi they will have two source of income, which comes from the chicken and bubble tea. So ang nagbago lang is yung presyo, but it has the same inclusions, and the initial term will be 4 years, and this one has a royalty fee. So minimum required space is 36 square meters. So our elite franchises perks and privileges includes low franchise fee, 20,000 worth of video commercial, 20-second promotional clip, which is the video that I presented to you earlier. So 15,000 worth of inventories, 75,000 worth of Milktea bar counter with under-counter refrigerator. So, hindi nyo na kailangan bumili ng bar counter for your milk tea. You just have to add other equipments. So, syempre, tender loving care. Because since you are our top 10, mostly you will experience the tender loving care we give our franchisee because you were the first 10. So here's the deal. I will give you free 5,000 worth of product inventory until 6 p.m. So the magic word is franchise hour. So when you call me at this number and please tell me that you've watched the presentation from franchise hour, I will give you free 5,000 worth of product inventory pag kumuha kayo ng packages namin. So that's it. Thank you for listening. Kamsahamnida. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Lilay. It was really an excellent presentation. I really enjoyed watching it, and I'm
Thank you,
sure
Sir
also
Andre.
also
This is my
our
first
viewers
time.
our viewers enjoyed watching it. And I'm bringing in Andrea again also. And thank you for both of you for presenting. And before we end this week's franchise hour, I have to do some announcement as well. So we have this week the episode 3, season 3, episode 10. If you're interested to learn more about franchising, you can also request for a book all about franchising, which I wrote. You just send us a message and we send you the free PDF book too. Like both our ladies' guests today, the franchise for them has been developed by RK Franchise Consultancy. So if you want to franchise your business, please get in touch with us. You can call landline 8912-2946, 8912-2973, or 0917-874-3620, 0933-864-2552. And we prepare everything what you need from the franchise structure, the manuals, the legal aspect, and the marketing materials, etc., etc. You also become automatically a member of the Filipino International Franchise Association. We're also publishing the Franchising PH magazine, and this month is also our Korean Concept Brand Month. So if you go to franchising.ph, you can also read about you, and you can also read about Gorae, Hotdogs, and the other additional 4 Korean brands which we developed into a franchise. So feel free to read the magazine. If you want to see previous editions of the franchise hours, please go to the YouTube channel RK Franchise, and you can view all the previous franchise hours and my seminars and our expos from last year. Next week, we have as guest Rovain and Activitat from the International Workplace Group under the title The Next Franchise Frontier. And then 2 weeks from now, we are featuring the WOW franchisors with Miss Henny Parcena from Tisoy and Compilios for the Wing Posts. All right. So this is the announcements what I had. And again, I would like to thank Miss Andrea Munsayak from Gorae Hotdog Philippines and Lilay Garcia from Youth Korean Bubble Tea and Chicken. This is Rudolf Kotik of RK Franchise Consultancy saying thank you to everybody for listening today and see you next Thursday at 4 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir RK, thank you.